人質疑政府點解到一個咁後嘅階段先至開始同市民派口罩。其實而家出面都好似大部分都買到口罩啦。咁但係我所理解咧，其實政府喺將來全面解封嘅時候咧，佢哋都肯定一個極有可能會考慮嘅選擇咧，個方向咧就係規定某啲場所係強制戴口罩。嗱，大家明嘅，香港到今日政府從來冇認真講到係大規模咁聚集啊、盛啊，就強制要戴口罩。雖然話你食肆啊嗰啲佢而家要戴咁，但係都知啦，食嘢又擺低咁。但係將來咧，如果全面解封就一定係要咁做。咁所以如果佢有咗呢啲口罩咧，佢就容易啲落實呢樣嘢。但係我今日問阿陳肇始局長咧，佢就唔係正面回應，佢都仲係用呼籲。咁我喺社區都有好多人問我，佢話第一而家已經零確診啦，快啲解封啦。咁但係解封咗，如果政府唔強制啲人某啲場合要戴口罩嘅話咧，其實就將來會有好多嘅市民有衝突嘅。咁你諗下，咁你搭車，咁佢又呼籲，咁一兩個唔戴，咁其他人同佢有口角，咁呢個係又喺度挑起好多嘅社會嘅問題嘅。你話如果強制咗咧，其實就簡單好多。咁正話喺教育嗰方面咧，我又問局長嘅，就係你跨境學童其實一樣咧，同樣咧都係應該係要有一個強制嘅檢疫，就係可能係7日啊、14日啊咁樣。咁我亦都知道佢哋咧而家係諗緊嘅。如果我哋諗通咗一啲嘅強制嘅措施嘅話咧，咁我覺得其實香港係可以去解封嘅。我亦都想講講關於近來呢個所謂口罩嘅醜聞咧，我係真係完全拗磚頭唔明。政府其實今日已經係比較弱勢，佢有心做嗰樣嘢，佢點解唔係第一日就出嚟話俾人聽？佢哋有一條法例話咧緊急嘅時候啊，關乎公眾健康咧，佢又唔使招標。咁唔使招標咧，咁佢就好清楚講明係邊間公司俾咗個合約佢，係咪？直情講埋個名，跟住亦都講埋咧係成本價。咁仲應承大家咧，第二日咪 open book 咯，係咪？做完晒啲生產之後，咪攞盤帳簿出嚟核實係真係成本價咯。你諗下，如果係一個咁嘅一個記者招待會，你話大家咪拍爛手掌？佢由第一日死都唔肯講係邊個，到講真係邊個之後咧，又話冇利益輸送冇利益輸送，跟住遲啲先至話咧個法例話唔使招標。嗱，政府一次又一次，我哋都係建制派，政府一次又一次，其實做咗件好嘢，但係個處理過程咧係完全真係不知所謂。點可能係咁嘅咧？香港而家咁多嘅質疑，點解仲要俾咁多嘅彈藥俾啲反對政府嚟喺度炒作咧？係咪？即係佢而家講得出嚟咁嘅嘢，咁好明將來呢間公司一定冇錢賺㗎啦。如果咪真係刑事㗎嘛，咁做乜你唔一早講出嚟咧？咁係嘛？咁所以呢樣嘢咧，即係大家我就真係忍唔住，即係都要講呢樣嘢啦。就係至於正話講緊嗰個抗疫嗰度咧，我係覺得嗰個政府係咪都應該揾一啲專家？你知大家今日最相信邊幾個叫做名牌專家啦？出嚟真係查一查呢隻口罩，真係確認呢隻口罩係可以做到咁60日嘅。因為而家咧，佢又講咗係同一個專利有關，但係結果原來個專利咧又唔係講緊嗰樣嘢，我都有啲搞唔清楚。咁係咪要揾一啲第三者嘅學校，即係學界嘅專家去鑑定呢隻嘢真係可以用咁多次咧？咁樣，如果做到咁咧，佢就可以全面解封，跟住就要求咧係某啲場合就一定要戴口罩。咁我真係好希望政府咧，即係向呢方面行，就將佢所有目前做嘢咧就穿埋一齊，咁比較好啲嘅。Okay.
Can you tell us what should the government do to allay worries over the free vaccine distribution? doing right now? And on what grounds do you think the government can lift more social distancing measures?
I think the government should really have. We have a few medical experts in Hong Kong that has is holding very high esteem in the community. All right? If they were to perform very stringent tests on these masks, all right, and come up with a scientific official conclusion about the validity of these masks, all right, then I think it would really help a lot to it. So far, it was basically endorsed by those who are pushing it, right, rather than a third-party academic expert that was not involved in the development of the mask, right? So I think that is very, very critical, all right, to allay fears. And basically, if that process has been completed, we can actually really open up, really relax the social distancing, requiring maybe everybody, all kinds of gathering, over 8 people or more, which is now being restricted, that those can be open, but you have to wear a mask, regardless of, whatever you're doing. Because right now the social distancing measure is still limited to 8. So my point is, as they gradually relax that magic number, then you bring a mandatory mask wearing requirement to come in. And that would create a basis for eventually opening up the border as well, right? And then with mandatory testing in the border from the point of embarkation, which I think is a way to solve the cross-border student issue. Eventually, we have 30,000 cross-border students daily. Eventually, they will have to come back to Hong Kong to attend our schools. And I asked the Secretary of Education, why don't they just consider a mandatory testing every 14 days? That is not difficult to do given the abundance of testing facilities in Shenzhen, all right, to have a kid tested every 2 weeks. That would then allay the fear of all the parents in Hong Kong when their kids are mixed with these students in the same class. All right, so all these things are in my mind, is pretty clear, and it's all in line with what the experts wants to do. But government seems to be very slow in sharing these sort of directional guidelines with us. This is something that I think they should do, but then they control the timing, rather than keeping everything in the dark and not sharing with us an overall philosophy that they actually believe in terms of the gradual opening up of everything in the next 6 months.